What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over how to make stubs fast and efficiently. Now what I mean by fast and efficiently is that I want to optimize your gameplay in the best possible way. So basically what I'm going to show you is that in addition to other things, but how to use your cards effectively and efficiently when it comes to grinding. So what I'm saying is you're going to be grinding multiple programs at once, and you're going to optimize and do everything all at once and get all that XP. That's going to lead to more stubs and more packs. But before we get into that, like and subscribe as always. Please let me know in the comments if there's any other things that I didn't mention at the end of the video, and any other suggestions for content. Let's get right into it. This game mode particular, Diamond Quest, the new game mode, is very good for making stubs, farming stubs. It's not going to make you a millionaire, but it's going to give you a good amount of stubs. Now, these cards are sellable. Now, I don't necessarily suggest doing this one. I like doing this one more because you get those ballin' packs. And let me tell you something. Ballin' packs this year, they're a little more juiced. I'm not going to say you're going to get a diamond every other pack, but you are going to get, obviously, at least a gold. And the golds are going pretty high right now, as are many other cards. Because, as we know, live series cards have a lot more value in the market. So those gold cards, very good, very, very profitable. And those other cards you see, Garrett, Crochet, and Bryson Stott, I know you can buy them, but you can also sell them. So in addition to getting, let's say you pull a solid diamond, like a Class A that's going to go for 18,000 stubs. In addition, you got Garrett Crochet, he may go for 8,000 stubs. So you have 25,000 stubs in about possibly 20-30 minutes, depending, you know, how good you are. Obviously, you got to play to the we'll see the reward breakdown. Like, you know, playing on GOAT, you're guaranteed 100% with the ball impacts, and then, you know, those other cards, not great odds, but your odds do increase the more you win challenges in Diamond Quest. So don't think it's completely impossible, because I've gotten Crochet and I gotten Stott. So trust me on that. That's going to be fine. Now, one other thing on top of other things that I want to show you is I want you guys to grind the multiplayer program. Now, there's some easy missions here, right? These are really easy. Just get these hits. Boom, you're good. But then there's all these missions, and they're going to update it very soon. I think they said the 25th, so in about a week they'll be from this video is recorded. So 5 home runs, 25. Okay, a lot of this stuff may seem daunting, right? Now, you don't have to think about it in terms of getting it done right away, because what I'm trying to tell you is that you're going to be grinding this program and grinding other programs at the same time. So I don't suggest playing ranked or BR. I suggest playing events. Events is very like minimal penalty for quitting. You know, you don't lose, the games don't count towards your record or your batting average, none of that. So you could go into events with any card you want. Obviously it's got to be fitted to the multiplayer program, or I'm sorry, to the event for certain cards. But before you go into multiplayer program, obviously you see all the awards. We'll go back real fast, go into the all the awards. Look at all this. This is all we can earn right now. So we start all the way from the bottom. 1,500 stubs, 10,000 XP, pack, XP. This XP is going to help you in the first inning program, and there's more rewards on top of that. So all these stubs, boom. I see I'm already done with this because I was mostly doing events. I did play some ranked, but I touched one BR game just to get the one hit, and that was it. But I've done only events to grind mostly. So before you jump into events, though, go to programs, go to Team Affinity, and just bang out some of these moments, some of these real easy moments, right? So you get Andy Pettit. You get some of these cards that you could grind with. See, I'm making progress because of my method, as you guys could see. You get Brian Roberts, right? Now, like I said, not all these guys you could grind with, but most of these cards you can grind with. So what I suggest is you go to the event info, and then you look at all the cards that you need to grind with. So you need Athletics, Diamondbacks, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, and so on. So start with those Team Affinity programs, right? Get those silver cards, plug them into your lineup. Now, in addition to that, I think you could also do, hold on. So Colorado Rockies is another one. And was it the Phillies? No, I don't see Phillies. But there's another program you could do in addition to the Team Affinity one in the assorted programs, is that if you go to the player, Ubaldo Jimenez. See, I completed Ubaldo Jimenez because I went, got his silver card, Well, you earn a silver card in the pack, but then you do the missions, right? Stat missions, boom, boom, boom. And look, while I'm grinding the Rockies Team Infinity, I'm grinding this program, and I'm getting packs, and I'm getting stubs, and I'm getting XP, and eventually I get this very solid Ubaldo Jimenez card. So, you know, again, optimizing your grind. And this is going to be very efficient in getting XP and getting stubs and all that good stuff. So you do the Team Infinity, all the teams that fit in with the event, right? Even check out the assorted programs. Some of these cards apply. Even you don't even have to worry about the Team Infinity because Team Infinity is going to be too much of a hassle. But some of these cards too. Look, I'm done with this. Again, playing through events because you get through these parallel XP missions much faster, right? All done with those. And pitching is like one of the easiest ones to get. So go through the programs, see what cards you're going to need or want to grind with. I have yet to do this one. This one just came out. Done with the pipeline. I'm done with these programs already. So that's that with those, right? I understand maybe it may seem a little tedious, but I promise you it's going to pay off. You see 36,000 stubs. I blow my stubs as soon as I get them. So don't look at that number. If I showed you my team, I did buy some stubs, but that was for content. I ended up getting a whole bunch of other stubs. I completed the Reds team. I completed the Cardinals team. I completed a bunch of collections just by doing this method. I promise you, this is the most efficient way. Now, if you go to collections, simple ones, I'm sure you guys have seen, start these off. This, I don't have to go through each one. It's very simple. Collect common cards, right? You don't get much stubs for completing one, but for completing all of them, you get over 1,000 stubs in a pack. It's just a quick, easy 1,000 stubs. It's not anything really that's going to change your life, but it's still pretty good. Legends of Flashbacks, you know, if you want to get these done, you could get them done. I don't think it's really conducive to trying to get the grind. You only get one pack, so don't really get worried about getting those done. What I do want to focus on, though, is uniforms. So you're going to earn a bunch of throwback uniforms through Team Infinity. Now, what I suggest is if you get one of these uniforms that you could sell, I'm not sure which one is sellable. This one's sellable. If you pull this in the pack, sell it. Don't keep it. Just sell it, right? Because you're going to get a bunch of jerseys through Team Infinity. Now, you collect 10, and you get packs, right? So if you collect the ones you're going to sell, what's the point of that? You're screwing yourself out of stubs. It makes no sense. So only collect the uniforms that you get through Team Infinity, unless you really want these jerseys, which, I mean, more power to you. And I see that there's a total of 4,200 stubs to be made here. That's not really, like, the math doesn't math if you add up all the other jerseys that you could be getting and selling rather than if you collect them. So you'd be screwing yourself out of stubs. It makes no sense. So, like, I think this one, yeah, can't sell. So I'll just collect that one later, make sure I collect it. And then this is the easiest one to collect, in my opinion. You get all this done. And look, these jerseys really don't go for much. I mean, you could put them on the market if you really want to and flip them. But when you pull them out of a pack, you can only sell them for 25 stubs. So to me, it's like you get a total of 16 packs here. And you never know. Shohei, Soto, Judge, any of those guys could be behind one of those packs. So it's definitely worth doing this collection rather than just selling these off the rip for a quick 25 stubs. It's like just collecting pennies when you could possibly make thousands. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense. I don't really focus too much on the road and home. I just had a bunch just to get these packs, but I really don't find it, I don't know. Sometimes I like collecting these jerseys just to have them, but I wouldn't focus too much on it. So to recap, step by step, a little slower now. You go to the programs, you do a few moments. You get some cards that apply to the event, right? The event also, you could also put in not just the players from the Cactus League, but Pipeline, Spring Breakout, and Jolt Series. So that means all the cards that you could grind for. And I highly suggest doing that. And while you're grinding all those programs, you're also grinding the multiplayer program. And I get it. The XP and the rewards don't seem like that much, but it'll get you closer to the end of the XP reward path. And as you can see, I'm about to do my first wheel spin. I can't wait to see. I'm probably going to get screwed like I always do. But there's a lot to be made here. So, in conclusion, guys, this is the best way to optimize your gameplay experience. Get stubs efficiently. I'm not going to say you're going to be a millionaire overnight, but they're going to come quicker than you normally would get them. And this has helped me get a lot of stuff done. I'm not really worried about cards they're going to put on the market. To me, I want to get the live series done. I really want that Beltron. And every time this process has gotten me much closer to doing that. I just got to get those big the Shoheis and the Bobby Witts, those gatekeepers. I got to get them. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think. If there's any other method, I would go into flipping. I'm not a big flipper. However, I do have some cards in mind that I do want to flip. Obviously, that's a really good way to do it. It's highly lucrative. I did a little bit of flipping last year. Nothing that was going to change my my life, but it definitely works too. But I'm not going to talk about flipping because I'm not really like a big flipper. But we will get into that in another video as I do more research and find out who I want to buy and hold and sell. So, like I said, that's it for the video. Thank you very much, guys. Like and subscribe. Peace.